My next guest says it's time to start snapping out of the summer fog just long enough to ignite those brains a little bit. Clinical social worker Ginger Healy has 6 simple mind games that will keep kids on their toes and show them they can do more than they think. It's great to see you.
Thank you.
I can almost hear a little bit of pushback from the kids, sure, and even the moms saying, isn't summer supposed to be like fancy-free, start to finish? You say this might be a good point in the summer to start kicking things into gear.
Well, I think it's important to point out that rest is important too, that we can have both, that we need to be recharged and rejuvenated. So we don't want to undersell rest, but we also need energy and to keep that brain moving and going. So we can balance that out and do both.
We need stimulation.
Yes.
In addition to zoning out.
Right.
For summer.
Both.
What are the benefits to these games specifically, Ginger?
Well, they promote growth and development in the brain, and they strengthen the relationship between the parent and child or whoever is playing the game. And it shifts the nervous system into this state of healing rather than like self-protection and stress. So it really does have a lot of good benefits.
The 6 games you have fall into 2 different categories. So the first category is for the overwhelmed and the overstimulated.
Right, those kids, those anxious kids need soothing, comforting, steadiness. And so you're gonna do games with them that ground them and soothe them. So the one I wanna start off with is a deep breathing game, because deep breathing is always a great way to go. So picture a pizza in the oven. And you're going to pull it out of the oven and it smells so good. That's the inhale, but it's really hot, too hot to eat. So the exhale is cooling it off. So inhale, smells so good. Oh, but it's hot. So inhaling and exhaling, and you can modify it to whatever food the kid loves.
That they would react to and get excited about. That would be a great in the moment. I know this isn't like a tantrum talk, but if you've got a child that is really flooded, that would be a good thing to bring them back.
It's never a bad idea to say, let's just take a breath. You know?
Smell the pizza. I like that. There's a grounding game you recommend too called Hand Spiral. Right.
So it depends on the kid if they like to be touched or if they want to visualize this. I have kids that loved, you know, a good back rub and all of that. And so that's where this originated from. You can do it on the back of their hand or their back, wherever feels good. You're going to make that spiral shape on the inhale. And then on the exhale, unwind the spiral.
Oh, that's clever.
You can do it fast or slow. You can do it anywhere. And you can talk about unwinding the stress, letting the stress go. So visualizing, touching, breathing, it incorporates a lot of good things.
For the right kid, the combination of the touch and the breath would be really impactful.
Absolutely.
Okay, there's a regulating game called Butterly Hug and Dragon.
Butterfly.
Oh, thank you, Butterfly.
Yes, butterfly hugs and dragon taps. So the key here is that you're choosing which do you want to be, butterfly or dragon?
I'll be the butterfly.
Right? So then you're going to get your butterfly wings and you're going to cross them over and you're going to flap them or tap them. Now, what you're doing that you may not know you're doing is crossing the midline of your body, which gets both hemispheres of the brain talking to each other. And this bilateral tapping movement is really soothing. The brain loves patterns and repetition. So
this could be called dragon taps too.
That's right.
For a prince.
That's right. Yep.
Okay, awesome. What about games for a child that is tired, bored, just generally unmotivated?
Those kids need energy. They need focus. They need stimulation. So that's the games that you're going to focus on. The first one I want to teach you is called Peace OK. In this hand, you're making the peace sign. In this hand, you're making the OK sign. Now you're going to switch.
Oh, gosh. You got to think about that.
You got to think about it.
Yes.
It engages the brain. And I have seen some kids that do it so fast.
So fast.
And you can modify it to different hand shapes. I like to do Spock and Spidey. That one's more challenging. So for kids that want a really good challenge.
It's like a pat your head, rub your stomach sort of a thing.
Right, because you have to focus, you have to think, and it shifts you. It's fun, it's a challenge.
Okay, that is fun, that is fun. Let's talk about the game Clap, Pat, Snap, Stomp.
Right, it's never gonna come out of my mouth without jumbling up. But that's the great part about it too. It's a rhythmic game that has patterns. So you're gonna clap, pat, snap,
stomp.
And you're going to repeat that. Clap, pat, snap, stomp.
Yeah.
And you can then, once you get that, change it up. What do you want to do? It gives the kid control. Do you want to do it fast? Do you want to do it slow? Do you want to do 2 claps, 2 stomps? Do you want to do it backwards? Like, the possibilities are endless.
These are great.
But it makes you think, and it engages, and the body, the mind really loves that pattern, repetition, challenge.
Motion. Well, my mom mind is also going to those moments where distraction is, like a doctor's office visit, right? Where you've got to keep them entertained for a while and you don't want to reach for the screens. So those are great.
So good.
Give us one more, lion roar and power stance.
Right, so the power stance is like become your favorite superhero, and you just gotta stand up there and ground and become that superhero. What does it look like? What does it feel like? But in your mind is all these messages. I am strong, I am capable, I am powerful, I can do this. And the lion roar is similar in that you are just got that guttural roar that you're letting out that says, I am here,
I'm in charge.
I am charged,
Yeah.
I am strong. And kids can choose whatever animal they want, whatever superhero they want, but it like sends the message to the mind, like it becomes your truth.
These are so
acting
good.
it out.
So good, Ginger. You have a workbook that includes many of these game suggestions and more. Tell me about that and where we can find it.
You can find it anywhere you can buy books, on Amazon, at Barnes & Noble. They look the same, so when you pull it up, you'll see the 2 pictures. The book is the smaller and the workbook is the bigger one, but they have just tons of ideas and tools to help kids' brains light up and grow and stimulate and soothe and rest. And whatever that child needs, you're going to find in this book.
Great resource for moms and grandmas too. Found on your website as well, or links to where you can purchase.
At Ginger Healy, LCSW on Instagram.
Okay, we'll post a link from our website as well so you can easily connect. Thank you.
You bet.
Lion roar, clap, snap. I'm going to be doing all the things with all my kids.